Yeah, definitely a very disappointing loss and way to go into our Christmas break. But credit George Mason for the second half. My opinion, it was a game of two halves. We gave up 45 points in the second half, and any time that we're going to give up that amount of points, it's going to be really, really hard for us to win basketball games. Credit our team for fighting all the way to the end, and I think our work individually, as far as offensively, is definitely shown. But we got to find a grit and a toughness to figure out a way to hold people.
All right. At one point, you guys had a 54 to 40 lead early in the third quarter. After that, what changed for you?
Well, they pressed us quite a bit, and we were a little bit flustered, I think, off of their press. I think it's definitely an area of growth for us. I think, Lex had some fouls, Pat had some fouls, couldn't really get them two going much, but I think the momentum just shifted. I think they had like 14 rebounds in the first half and finished with 37, so they just got more physical. Um, they just gritted out a lot of their baskets in the second half.
And then the number of turnovers, 21 total, 10 in the first half, 11 in the second half. How much of that stymie what you wanted to do offensively?
For sure, we knew that defensively they were going to be aggressive. They were going to be on the line, up the line, icing our ball screens, doing a little bit of everything. And ultimately, they were able to convert a lot of our turnovers into points. So, yes, it definitely affected us offensively.
Callie, you have 14 rebounds this season high. Can you talk about, just crashing the glass and getting opportunities today?
Yeah, I feel like it was a big emphasis. Just prepping for the game, we've really focused on rebounding. I think we was told George Mason was like ranked in rebounding, so we focused on that. So my mindset into the game was just I got to rebound.
Kylie, as a team, you guys scored a season high 10 3-pointers. But when you have that kind of success, how does it feel a little bit not as rewarding concerning the result?
Yeah, it was disappointing and going into break with the loss, but just motivation for when we come back for the in-season games.
You had 22 points. What were you seeing out there from George Mason's defense?
I was just taking the open shot, just taking what the defense was giving me.
Laura, is there a concern that now that you have this long break, that something like this can linger with the team?
No, I'm not concerned this team will be ready for conference. I think we still have, taste in our mouth from last year. We know that we're going to get everyone's best shot every single time. That was no different today. So I think it's just a matter of breaking down the time, making emphases. What are we working on daily? It's all about us. It's about this team. It's about just individual skills that we have to strengthen.
Coach, in the first quarter, your team jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead, and then Sonia Smith scored 8 straight for Mason, but she finished with only 12 in the first half. What adjustments did you guys make to shut her down?
Yeah, we just kept putting different people on her. Ultimately, we started off Pat got two fouls early, so shifted different sides. Amina was on her some, Kylie was on her some. It really was just she couldn't miss at one point, so we're trying to give a little bit more length on her.